And welcome to Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction, everyone. So glad to have you here today. We're a bunch of professionals that just happen to also play Dungeons and Dragons and nerdy fun galore. So while we're here today, what are we talking about today? That's actually later, so I won't bring that up. Where we last left off. Actually, who's got our initial sponsor announcement today?
Oh, I would be happy to take that. A huge thank you to Shard Tabletop, by the way. You'll be seeing them, I'm sure, throughout the next little bit. They are a great company that is the place to play your 5th edition games. You can access rules, adventures, and other supplements. It also provides a lot of great tools, such as digital character sheets. It's super helpful. You can build your character, you can roll dice, you can add spells, look through your inventory. It's an amazing tool, and we love it. We think so highly of it, in fact, that it is the official virtual tabletop of the Games Tavern. To make this great for you, you can use the link in chat using code TGTShard20 and save 20% on all your subscriptions. Again, that is TGTShard20. Thank you again to Shard Tabletop.
Okay. And we have sound on, right? Sound is good? Double checking. You see the green? Okay. All right. Thank you, Tech Goblin. From here, the only other thing to mention is that you can also check us out on YouTube. So if you see us on YouTube, typically 48 hours later, all our episodes are updated from there. So, kicking off, can I get my combat music that was selected for this scene, please? Rob. Thanks. Where we last left off, the party had just, followed on their way out of town, saw the handsome, dashing ranger that was moving toward the autumnal forest that was Gueron's Rest. And while there, having some internal dialogue of, should we go in there and follow this guy? Should we not? Cimarine fancied the gentleman, so did Luciano. Oh. And it was almost a race to see who was going to get to him first, with Cimarine flatly winning. Cimarine, approaching quickly, soon realized that something had gone very, very wrong as the rest of the party caught up. As the handsome ranger slowly shifted into a much larger creature and smiled with its fanged maw, razor-sharp teeth almost like a shark's, and said, "What?"
So, something about Grey Wolf's bounty for me personally. I'm sure it's nothing and just a misunderstanding.
Yes. So, the creature has grown a full size larger than the human ranger that you saw before. And his clothing has shifted, and he now stands with his long staff turned into a very large glaive, pointing it. He begins whirling it. Roll for initiative, everyone.
Go! Ooh, snap!
I keep my last one.
Double checking everything here.
There he is. Okay.
Oh, Lissy, no.
By promo Shard again, can I reroll?
Nope, not today. But if you want to do things like that, you can convince the audience nicely to donate or pick up some Streamloots. Can I get somebody to put the Streamloots announcement in chat real quick? And they can actually donate different cards to hook you up.
Wow, that seems really cool.
That is absolutely
Seems like something cool people would do.
Yeah.
It kind of is. So, staring you down, glaive in the ready position. Orameko at your service. Cimarine, with a 22, what are you doing to lead?
All right, not gonna mess around at all on this case. I don't like the vibe he's putting out. We're gonna bonus action immediately off the top, Hunter's Mark this guy.
Okay.
And then, am I? How close was I in this proximity? Were we still like right next to each other? Or was this more like him deep in the clearing? It'll change if I'm pulling up my bow or if I'm hitting with my axe. I'm attacking.
I'll give you your option. You can be 10 feet away or 30 feet away, depending on how bold and how thirsty you were.
It probably would have been 10 feet then. Let's be honest. It probably was 10 feet.
Okay.
So then I will move and take out my hand axe and just get ready to thwack this guy. I'm in no mood. This isn't fun.
Are you hand axing in each hand, or what are you doing?
I only have one. So.
Oh, that's right. You lost one in a giant's leg.
Maybe, possibly, unfortunately. Yeah. So at least I'm going to do my best here. I will also be able to apply my Dreadful Strike on it, which should it land will do 1d4 additional psychic damage.
Okay.
But first off, before we get too excited, let's make sure that we can hit this thing.
Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm just making sure Hunter Spark does not give me advantage. It just gives me extra damage. Very first hit.
Come on, first
Swinging
hit.
that hand axe.
18?
An 18 does hit.
Okay. All right. We
It's
got
gleaming chainmail.
Just all the, perhaps even the rush of you said too much. I need you to be quiet now. Let's just get right to the fight, and then no one's gonna ask questions here in the future. So for our damage, it's going to be first the d6 plus 1 is 4, and then I get an additional d6 because of Hunter's Mark, and I get my d4 for my Dreadful Strike for a total of 12 damage.
Woohoo!
Big number.
And 2 of that was psychic, yeah?
Yes.
A wasted move.
You hit him so hard he's laughing.
Doing what? Harthad the Tressum is doing what?
Heart of the Tressum, partly, I'm gonna just look over my shoulder. Get out of here, leave.
It's now sitting quickly on the saddle of your horse, staring.
Yeah, it doesn't need to
Okay.
be here.
Turja with a 19.
I pull out my crossbow and
Are you on your horse or are you off your horse?
I probably would have gotten off my horse when we got into the woods.
Okay.
Yeah. So I pull off my crossbow and I take a shot at our strange creature.
Hold on one second. I am updating the map here. There you go. And from here, I need to remove that.
Approximately how far away are we from Cimarine and her?
As I put you on the map,
Sorry.
Cimarine, could you put yourself about in contact with them because you actually made contact? You can put yourself 30 feet away, Turja, or more.
Okay.
All right.
Ah.
And if I could have you. There you
Wow!
go.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he's kind of
Who
big,
is
ain't he?
that?
That is who you're fighting.
I thought the villain was the lady carrying the bread basket. I was excited. I was like, this will be easy.
No, buddy. No. Nothing that easy.
My token got ate by the big guy.
Oh no!
Eat 'em up, yum.
Thank you.
Beat him up! Beat him up! Beat him up!
Hi.
There you go. Alrighty. So from here, some of you guys need to move back.
Yeah.
Probably. A
Where
healthy
would
amount.
the horses have been up here towards the north side?
South.
Or
Yeah,
South
north
side.
side.
Okay.
North side.
North side.
So you guys would be up here,
Got you.
and she would be
Reggie.
here. There you go.
Reggie.
That should be about right. Does that look good to you
Yeah.
guys?
You're being very irritating
alright.
right now.
Okay. You like what I did there with the autumn woods? Huh?
Yeah. Nice
Yeah.
autumn woods.
Yeah, I did some work.
They're good
Anything
words,
can
Reed.
happen
Yeah.
in Shard
Yeah.
Tabletop.
You guys are gonna die. Every one of you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So we'll see
You
what
mean
happens.
DM.
Final episode of WMD.
Here it is right here. Turja, taking your shot with your crossbow, light crossbow.
Yeah.
An 8's not going to do it.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
If you got a donation real quick of inspiration, though, you know.
I did?
No, if you did.
Oh, don't get my
Everybody
hopes up
watching
like
out
that,
there.
Reed.
You know, I'm here to, try to encourage help until it's my turn.
I call into the ether. Someone help!
Okay, so you miss. Your crossbolt goes by. He ducks under it. Rafe, we're standing there seeing all of this happen.
Would be a good time for Dark Rafe.
He starts spinning this massive great glaive. Blue energy starts to spark off the blade.
Seeing this and being far enough away from him that I don't feel the immediate need to cast Mage on him, I'm going to go ahead and begin gathering energies. But this time it's a little bit different. You guys have seen me cast this spell a lot. But this time, I have 2 skulls. And I'm going to use Twin Spell with Chill Touch.
Okay.
And let's see if I can hit them.
Imagining like 2 different balls combined into one makes one big skull.
Big skull.
And I'm going to go ahead and use the favor by the gods.
Ray's pulling out the big guns.
Okay.
Is,
9 misses.
Well, I got to use my favored by the gods first.
Okay.
How does a 13 do?
A 13 misses.
Okay.
You see the Chill Touch slam into the chainmail, and it just brushes off as the.
Do you roll for the second one because you twinned it?
Yeah, he does.
Yep. All right, and let me roll for the other spell. I can find my spell list. There we go.
14. You got any other bonuses to throw onto that?
I do. I have an inspiration.
This is your shot right here.
Plus,
As I do it.
Command.
16?
The 16 just hits.
Hey, there we go.
All right,
Cool.
nice. And that is going to be 6 necrotic damage. And as he is struck, that skull latches onto his body, and it is laughing.
Real quick, that particular spell, does it have any other impacts?
Yes.
With necrotic damage?
He cannot heal himself until my next turn.
With a healing spell.
Yeah, he can't regain any hit points. So he
Okay.
can't regenerate either.
Okay.
Nice.
If he had that ability. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Ooh. I like this. This is going to be a fight. And with his glaive, he immediately strikes at Simmery. Does a
It's gonna be low. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be low.
22 hit you?
Yeah, it hits a little. Smarts.
Just barely.
Okay.
Just barely.
You take
Yeah.
16 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Let's
What?
see here. Oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah. It's fine.
And then he takes another swing at shifting his position at Rafe immediately. Excuse me, that was the wrong button. Does a 15 hit you, Rafe?
It does.
Okay. Let me roll that damage again. 16 points of slashing damage, not 22 like I rolled earlier, against you.
Okay. He has made a mistake, though. He's gotten himself closer to Garlo.
Hi.
We shall see. All right. And from there, what are you doing next? Garlo.
Perfect. Yeah, since he's running up, he's running and going at Rafe. Garlo, not grabbing his hand axe this time, but from his back pulls his battle axe, and then in his other hand, he's going to keep that free for right now, and he's going to run around the backside, and he's going to go for that Achilles. Basically, he's just going to cut from the back. But first, he's going to rage because that's what you do.
Okay.
And recklessly, I will take my swings. Battle axe. 23, but I'll take that advantage for the see what happens. Yeah, 23.
23 hits.
All right, and that is for 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
And I'll yell at him and say, "Should pick on someone bigger, someone your own size, you pale bastard." And I only have one attack, so that's what I can do.
Okay. Luciano.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna kind of stay where I am. I'm gonna quickly tell Reggie, hey, I need you to go to the periphery. I just take a step back. I need you to be ready to run. Go find help if we go down. Like, go. So I'm gonna have him do that. I'm going to quickly, weird. Oh, Garly, you ran all the way to the other side. You were my plan. Actually, no, you should be fine. You're still fine. I'm going to cast as a bonus action. I'm going to quickly play a little fun tune, very intense battle music, and cast my Bardic Inspiration on Carlo.
Yeah.
Boom. He gains a Bardic Inspiration 1d6 for the next 10 minutes. And on top of that, using my action, I want to cast. I can cast action. Well, yeah. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on the big bad guy, lighting him up with fun light and giving everybody advantage. So I'm just playing like music like my life depends on it in no particular like manner. I'm just like just trying to quickly like go. And at once the spell's cast, I'm just gonna quickly be like, "Am you okay?" Like, what's happening up there? Because I'm far enough back that I can't super make out how much damage Sim took. I feel like, but I'm like, that didn't look good.
Let me create one here. Alrighty. Okay. Fairy Fire. All right. Cool.
And the Fairy Fire is a concentration, so I am concentrating just so you know. And it lasts.
Excellent. And what's the badger doing?
I told him to. I kind of quickly told him like I was like, stand back if something happens. Like run if we go down. Like get the hell out of here if we go down.
All right. So he's hanging out on the back of the horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Badger Lassie.
Yeah.
Simran, it's your move.
Team is
All
down.
right. Oh goodness! First thing, leave my friends alone. Over here! And, like I snap, try to get his attention back. Even though one more hit, it's not gonna last me. Still, don't want you guys getting hit. And then we are going to disengage and move.
Okay.
And we're pulling back. I don't know. Prior full movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm concentrating. I can't. Come on. What's happening? What are you doing?
With
So you're attempting to move.
Yes.
With
Oh, he's
disengage.
gonna hit you.
Well, no, was disengage. I disengaged first and then I moved.
So that's your action. is
Yes.
Disengage. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then for just clarification, switching weapons, is that an action?
It is.
Okay, cool.
Normally, unless you have something that would make it not an
Nope.
action, you
Just want to
can
make sure.
drop a weapon as a free action,
Mhm.
but it's an action to pull another weapon.
Nope, that's okay. We are good with the taunt and move.
Okay. Taunt and move. Oh, some
The old
old
taunt
Warcraft
move.
card. Yeah. Okay. All right. Turja, what are you doing?
Luciano cast fairy fire, right? So we have advantage on attacks now.
Yep.
I yell at Cimarine, I told you this was a bad idea, and I shoot another bolt at him with my crossbow.
What's the reload time on your crossbow?
Well, let's see. I can only fire one piece of ammunition from it when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to fire it, regardless of the number of attacks you can normally make. So I think it's pretty reasonable to assume I get one.
One per round. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And thank God I have advantage. 23 to hit.
It hits.
Woo!
Is that sneak attack? Because there's a couple of us in melee.
And also because I have advantage.
That would be.
Yeah, that.
Girl, quit giving her all the goodies.
No,
let
I
her
want
do
the
this on her own.
It's the best way for me to
How many
finish it
dice
off
do I
in a
get on
cool
sneak
way.
attack? 2d6?
Exactly right.
Yes.
If she does a lot of the damage, I can just punch and end it.
14 points damage.
14 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
And don't think I forgot about sneak attack, Reed. I didn't need them to remind me.
Okay.
I yelled to Cimarine, it's always worth it to follow your heart, Sim. Don't let her take you.
Thanks.
Okay. And with that, it is now Rafe's move.
All right. Well, this is not where Rafe wanted to be in his life. So he's going to disengage and move away. I'm going to get behind Garlo. I think that is the smartest thing I can do at this point.
Get behind the little man.
Going to be my turn. Yeah. Well, having Garlo between you and anything that wants to hit you is usually a good call.
Surprisingly okay shield for being
He's still
only
a wall,
like 3
yeah.
feet tall.
Okay. And your action?
He disengaged.
Oh, okay. At
Run
that
away!
point, you see some of the cuts on his arms where you made strikes start to seal up.
Crap.
Everything goes black for a lot of people. Hold on a second here. Boom. Hold on a second here. Yes, and what that's going to do is create darkness around everyone. Hold on 1 second here.
Ooh, interesting rule. Darkness v fairy fire.
It removes the fairy fire.
No!
Fairy fire does not work.
Yeah, it's only if you can see it, yeah.
So,
Totally unfair.
But it says it can't benefit from being invisible. Is this... I guess that would...
Because it would be just like a glittery outline of somebody in the dark, like a constellation person.
yeah.
Maybe you can still see him if you get close enough.
Hold on a second here. Range 60 feet, 15-foot radius. Yeah, boom. Everybody inside that can no longer see, or nor can they see through it. And from there, he bolts over here
Oh.
to get into contact.
Oh my
Do
god.
I hear him
Simmering.
lumber away?
I will let you make a strike at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
22 hits.
10 disadvantage.
10. Ah, you miss. You swing at what you think is him rearing up to hit you, and then there's nothing there. Garlo, what are you doing? You're gonna keep swinging?
Did I hear him leave then? Like after I missed,
Make
did I hear
a
just like
perception
ping, ping,
check at disadvantage.
10.
No. You couldn't tell. You heard him moving, but you heard a lot of people moving at the same time as everyone went at the same time. Oh shit, what happened to the light?
All right, I'll I guess I'll just kind of sprint in a random direction. I'll just roll a d4 where I go.
Roll a d12. Move in the clock position.
Okay. That's nice. So, 6. I run south. I'll run south about and get out of the darkness and run into Rafe.
All of a sudden, the world lights up, and you see a dome of light, of darkness behind you. The way the darkness is between that and the trees, you can't tell where the creature is that you were fighting. Nor can you see some of your friends, just Rafe.
All right, I will yell, "Where is it?" And I'll hold my action to bolt to whoever can yell out where it is.
As I saw the thing come out of the unnatural darkness, I'm just going to point towards it and say, "He went that way." I can see.
You can see through the darkness?
I was never in darkness.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
And he ran in a direction that is in Rafe's line of sight, so.
Yep. All right.
And I'll move my 15 feet, I guess. That's all I got.
Okay,
Short
so
little
we're going to go to the tree. Turja, what are you doing?
Well, I knew where the guy...
Garlo, were you done with your turn?
I guess, would you let me use an action to run up on it since Rafe pointed it out?
With the disorientation and the stuff, I would say it's a bit of a challenge to do that. I would give you the opportunity to throw something at it if you got it.
Can I yeet my battle axe? Or I have a free hand. I'll throw my hand axe.
All right, so reach over. And?
Can I do it reckless?
You already are, man.
All right, reckless advantage. 18.
Nice.
18 hits.
Where are you going? I'm not done. And 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
And I am down a hand axe again.
Luciano. Your whole world's gone dark. Oh, excuse me, Turja.
Yeah.
No, it's Luciano's turn.
I was last, I'm pretty sure.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was last.
You are.
Oh, I am? Oh, perfect. Awesome. Okay. Either way, doesn't matter. All I'm going to do is quickly try to orient myself because I'm immediately like, oh, I don't like this. Oh, God. Where did everyone go? I'm hands out Turja!
It's dark!
So I'm on the periphery. Can I see, it's absolutely dark. Even if I'm at the edge, I can't see where the light begins, behind me. I just don't know how this spell works specifically.
Your whole world is dark right now. You
if
can't
he
tell
yells
when
out
the darkness
Turja,
starts
it's
and
dark.
stops while you're in it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take the Garlo approach and just run, trying to get out of this.
Roll a d12. 7 o'clock.
7, so I guess we're going. I'm running out this way. So 30. Just try to clear it.
Boom, you just cleared the darkness, but you cannot see
the enemy, right?
Yeah, you can see Rafe.
You're
a bit discombobulated.
Rafe was on the outside the whole time, right?
Rafe was. He saw it basically activate poof, around him.
So I see Rafe, I'm relieved. I'm Rafe, oh my God, what happened? Where'd everybody go? Is everybody okay?
Because I am out of free action, so I can't respond to him.
Oh no.
Oh, come on, you can't even yell.
Just holding your finger.
All I'm going to do then, since I don't really know what's going on, is I guess I'm just going to Bardic Inspiration Rafe. Since I'm here, I'm I'll just buff Rafe. Rafe, here you go.
Hard buff. Okay.
And I'm just going to be, I'm just where is everybody? And I'm just looking, trying to hear or figure out where the action is again.
Okay. And with that, Cimmerine, the big fanged maw, like shark's teeth, smiling down on you as it jumps forward, almost too fast, smiling as if it knows it has its prey. What are you gonna do?
I can drink a potion and attack, right?
If it's on your body, yes. If it's in a bag of holding, no.
I do not have a bag of holding.
Then
so,
win.
Look at that! All right, so first we're going to take out, just pop, cork, teeth, spit the cork at the guy.
Okay.
And roll
I'll give you style points for that.
4d4 plus 4. So I'm getting 12 hit points back.
That's your bonus action.
And then we are going to just attack again. Not even wasting time trying to be quick, clever. The spitting the cord was enough to get my point across. Since he closed the distance, I'm going to keep my hand axe out and we're just going to choppy chop again.
Choppy chop.
That's not chopping though.
With a
That
5,
is.
he easily deflects it.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
nah.
Does
Bummer.
the
Does she
do
get
with that.
advantage? Fairy fire.
does the fairy fire stay in the
Yes.
area or does it stay on the creature?
No, it stays on the creature.
Oh.
But there's a
Advantage.
range of... Yeah,
So
give yourself advantage.
I don't know if it's in range of me, the 60 feet of me, or
Well, that
I'll let
was
you
at
double
cast,
check it.
but
Fairy
Others
fires
now.
for everyone. I checked.
Okay, so good for advantage.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, that's looking better. 17.
Woohoo! Much better.
17 hits.
Okay, so we're gonna do our straight damage, which is only 3, but then I get my D6 for Hunter's Mark, and I also get my D4 for my Dreadful Strike again, for a total of 13 damage. 4 of
Not
that was
bad.
psychic.
Okay. Your friends are a bit of a challenge. Turgia, what are you doing?
Well, I knew where the guy was last, so I run in the opposite direction, away from the center. Is that
Okay.
reasonable?
that's a smart.
Fair
Sure.
enough.
Okay. And then I can't see him, so I'm going to just flip a die to see which way direction I run. So I'll do a D4. 1 or 2 is clockwise, 3 or 4 is counterclockwise. Okay, so I run clockwise. That's about 30 feet, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Smart
and
ranger.
can I take a shot at him?
By all means.
Okay, 24 definitely hits.
24 to hit.
Still at advantage, so.
Well, I
Get
mean,
that nat
I already
20.
got a 24, so.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
could
but you
crit.
roll again to see if you hit a crit.
Oh, point. No.
You did not.
Let's see. And then sneak attack. I really like this new feature where I can add the sneak attack to my roll. 16 damage.
16. That
Thank you,
hurt.
Shark Tabletop.
He's now looking a
Yes,
little
thank
bit
you,
pissed.
Shard Tabletop.
He takes the hit. You will all pay for this one.
Well, thank you.
Rafe, what are you doing?
All right, so I have inspiration. That's correct, Luciano?
Yeah,
Bardic
yeah, I gave
inspiration.
you and Garlo.
Okay. So I'm going to use that to, once again, twin spell, 2 skulls flying for this guy's face.
Okay.
And let's see. Well, I guess it wouldn't be his face, it would be the back of his head, because he's currently not looking at us. But heroic, right?
Heroic. Shoot him in the back, the most heroic. With a nat 20!
Let's go.
That hits.
Okay, so that's 1 hit. Hang on a second. I'm just gonna roll the other one now.
With another nat 20!
I don't even know what to make of that.
That's called inspiration, baby.
Oh,
I don't even have to
wow.
use the inspiration here. All right.
Lucy's
Two
like,
nat
"That's
20s?
me."
2 nat 20s.
2 nat 20s, yes.
Oh my gosh. It's gonna die.
Lucy's standing up beside. We
All
did
right.
that together, Ray.
Do you want me to roll them all separately or together?
Roll the damage separately. Each one. Oh, I mean, you
Right,
can
so-
roll the criticals with it.
Oh, okay. I was about to
It has
say.
to roll critical, but we'll do that one together. So that's
No, that's
Okay, what do you
fine.
got
So
there?
6 and 4, 10 necrotic damage.
10.
But again, he's got 2 laughing skulls attached to him, and he cannot recover hit points. And because I've learned my lesson, I'm gonna use my move action to get further away from him.
Rafe, I've always been curious, what kind of laugh do the skulls have?
How come you're not? Oh, you
Is it
rolled
like-
2 dice.
Is it like
I
a
see.
big belly laugh, or is it
Yeah.
like hee 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 hee? Or do they have different ones because there's 2?
It sounds like they're really far away, but it's menacing. Even if you're right next to them, it sounds like they're really far away.
Skeletor.
Okay. From there, he pops Simmering one more time. He's going for broke on Simmering.
Man has a
Let's
job.
see here.
I respect that.
Ian.
Does a natural 20, creating a 27 hit.
Yes, it do.
Okay, and for that,
Money's got to be collected. People need to make a
it's
living.
25 points of slashing damage.
I am still up
Ooh, Boise.
for
And
now.
that's when he punches you. Because that was 1 hit. And he gets 2.
yeah.
Oh, ow.
Does
There
an
we go.
11 hit.
Does not.
It does not hit. And
Does
he's
not
got
hit.
Nothing else going on there. Oh, he's pissed. He's pissed.
And he's about to be covered in angry note.
Is he the monster or the DM? Who is he?
And with that, it's now Garlo's move as Angry Gnome moves up.
Yep. And he is basically like bounding because now he's got like a little bit of like extra momentum coming at him. So
Mhm.
he, after throwing the hand axe, he brings both hands onto the axe, the battle axe, for the
Okay.
D10, and he's basically right as he jumps up for it, he's gonna basically split the 2 skulls and go for like right in the back of this guy, reckless. So I get 2 hands with this guy.
God.
Sorry, 1 sec. Oh, it's because I've got some. I didn't unselect the other one. Shard tabletop is so nice; it lets you switch. Perfect. Where are you? Battle axe, 2-handed, recklessly with a 19
oh.
to start.
Almost a
And
nat
so-
20.
25.
hits. 25 hits.
So that is D10. 9, 11 slashing damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
I said we're not done. And that is could I with the bone I can't see Sim very well, so that's all I got.
Healing potion.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I can't see her through this guy. So
You're kind of big.
you big guy.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Big boy. For him it's also cuffing season.
Yeah.
Since I do have a free action, I will point in the direction of the big bad if Luciano still has not figured out where he is.
Okay.
I assume I would see it based on where you launched your attack. Just like
Right.
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
Yeah.
Luciano, your move.
That way.
All right. Doing what I did and seeing Ray point, I'm gonna start making my way around the sphere.
Okay.
Just try to get in view. And then, because why not? I'm gonna try my hardest to vicious mockery.
Okay.
Is a wisdom saving throw of 14.
491 Phantom, thank you so much for that subscription today, buddy. Thank you
Let's
so
go.
much.
Thanks, Phantom.
Vicious Mockery. What does it I need to
14.
do? Wisdom save of 14?
Yep.
1 second.
Just like picking away. I'm doing big damage too, guys.
And he only rolled a 12.
For 1d4. Let's go.
2
Two
whole
psychic
points of
damage.
Vicious Mockery damage.
What's the other thing that it does?
So it also makes it a disadvantage on its next attack roll before the end of its next turn. Yeah. You have have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. Yes.
It's going to use a legendary action.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so that was my action. Hold on now. Hold on.
Keep going.
What else can I do? I want to. Can I see Cimmerian from my angle?
Yeah, you know she's there because there's a giant thing reaching out to grab a hold of her.
I want to.
And by the way, Cimmerian looks like hell. Cimmerian looks like she just went 3 rounds with a very, very large creature that just cut her up good.
I don't think that's a. Oh. I mean, it's not going to be much, but I'm between 2 options. Okay, I'm just going to bonus action healing word to Cimmerian if I can see her.
Thank you.
Wait, can I? Oh, I can second level cast.
Ooh.
For me?
Oh
Yeah.
my.
Aww. It's like true love or something.
There we go.
Something.
All right, I'm going to
This
do that.
is what good
9
wing people do.
health. Get a 9 health. 9.
Thank you.
Points. Yep. Like Sam.
Let's see.
Is that good? Are you feeling better?
Pops up a little bit of blood. Ugh.
I'll be back here if you need me. I got.
You wanted him, right? So this is what you wanted? Oh gosh. My turn?
Yep, and then that's it for me.
Nope. Legendary action.
Oh, that's right.
Darkness falls again.
Oh my god. He said move the shadow.
You can do it at will.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Now it's Cimmerian's turn.
And I can't see nothing. No how,
Nope.
no way.
Nope.
Fuck out
You
of
did
dodge.
you feel a little better though.
I do
Someone
feel
said
a little
heal
better.
thyself, and you did.
I am back at our rubbing away a little bit of blood that's on my face. You're a coward. And I'm going to just blindly attack at this point.
Okay, disadvantage.
A disadvantage. Okay. I can't get
Well.
yeah, we're determined.
Does
Nope,
it
we
make you
found a way
feel
to do
better
it
that
worse.
neither of them would have hit?
It does, honestly, it does.
Yeah.
Weak, barely. I mean, again, I got a nice little refresh of life there, but I am worn from those 2 hits, clearly. I guess that's attack, and there's nothing really else I can do at this time. So I'm just going to try my best to try and keep his attention. So, you're a coward. Whoever sent you, absolute the worst. And my friends are kicking your ass.
Talk is cheap, little one. Turja, what are you doing?
So dropping my crossbow is a free action, but is drawing my dagger an action?
Yes.
Oh, crap. In that case, I drop my crossbow and I cast Mage Hands because I don't know when it might be handy later.
You're casting
And-
Mage Hand?
I don't know when it might be. Yeah, you're right. That's a bad idea. I pull out.
No, it's a great idea.
Oh.
No.
Well, then why do you sound like it's a bad idea?
Oh, I've gone dark. What happened? Finding out.
Uh-oh.
Big spell affected Zoom.
Yeah,
Okay.
not sure what happened there. Yeah,
The
thanks for
legend
that,
spell.
guys. I saw the note.
I take a potion of greater healing and I put it in my mage hand, and I guess I just stand ready to act.
Potion of greater healing.
Yes, because
Okay.
Cimmerian will need it later.
Fair.
Okay, I will
Most
let you
likely.
take that as a. I will let you do that all as an action and bonus action all in one. Okay?
Well, I can do that as an action and bonus action all in one.
You can take a potion, not necessarily put it in the hands of a.
My mage hand can do a bonus action.
Right, but your casting of it is a
Action. Yeah.
right, and then pulling the potion out is a bonus action.
Okay.
Putting it into the mage hand itself is in a separate action altogether, normally.
But if the mage
Oh,
hand
Normally
right,
was
you
the one
have
that
it
pulled
as a
Yeah.
bonus action because you're doing it all at once, right? So you cast the
Alright.
mage hand and having the mage hand grab the potion instead. So, coolness. All right, you did that.
At least it's prepped.
Rafe,
Yeah, it's prepped.
Rafe, locked and loaded.
Yeah. Well, I can't see anything through the magical darkness.
Yes, and you are safe. Well, safer, much further away now.
Technically safe, the best kind of safe.
Yeah.
And seeing this as I am technically safe, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on myself.
On himself.
I can't cast it at anybody else. Nobody else is injured except for Summerine.
the corpse
I'm
formerly known as
recover.
Cimmerian.
12 hit points.
Mean.
I can't.
No, no, Brandon's being mean. You're fine.
Oh, okay. And as I have done that, I am going to move up. And now I have 2 people between me and the big guy. Although I don't actually know that. I just know that I'm behind Luciano. Which is
I'll protect you, Rafe. I
relatively
got you,
safe,
friend.
but- Yeah, it's fine. I actually just trying to get closer because eventually I will need to kill something.
I turn and run.
And that is my turn.
Okay. From here, I need Garlo. I like the way you fight. I think you should serve me now.
Uh-oh.
Make a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Fun little thing about gnomes. I have advantage.
Yay!
Oh, I didn't know
12.
that.
Because you just failed.
But I'm
And
gonna
you
go
just
ahead and
failed.
use that. I'm gonna use that bardic inspiration.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, haha.
D6, baby.
With
Ah.
a 1.
Neener.
Let's go support magic.
And with that, does a 14 hit you, Simmery?
It does. It meets it.
You take 12 points
I am down.
Uh-oh.
of damage, and you feel as you go unconscious something grip you tightly.
Okay.
She's coming with me now.
That loud enough for those
Garlo.
of us not in the air, like the darkness, to hear?
Oh yeah, you all hear that.
Okay.
Garlo, what are you doing?
Garlo like shakes his head from the control. He's like, "The fuck she is," and just like 2 hands on the bat, like swing for the fences, reckless. So it would just be a straight roll.
Regular attacks then in the darkness.
12,
Well,
and
misses.
I don't have a. And that is. Can I? Yeah, I can't really do anything. So. Yep, that's all I got.
Okay. Luciano.
I'm like freaking out hearing that. I'm like, Sim! And I'm like wrestling with myself. I don't really want to rush into the darkness. I'm like, I don't know what's in there. I don't know where to go. But I think just because I can't see and he said that, I'm gonna rush like fucking head first, as straight as I can, straight into the darkness. Can I like get an idea of like where he is if I run straight, based on where I heard him? No.
No.
Then okay.
Uneven
running-
terrain in the woods,
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
unfamiliar, and surrounded
wanna
by
run into it.
15
Okay,
feet
you
of
know what?
darkness.
Can I see Turja from where I'm standing, on the periphery of the
Yeah.
the darkness? Okay. I am going to quickly cast Inspiration on Turja as a bonus action, just in case he comes out over there. Turja probably has a better chance of doing something than I do. And I'm gonna run into darkness. I'm just gonna like see if I hit
Oh.
anything.
Our bard
Okay.
finally loses his cowardice, huh?
Or his mind, one or the other.
Yeah, one or the other. I'm like freaking out. I'm like,
The
what did you say?
handsome
What's
guy
happening?
lied to us.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna run like until I hit something. I assume
All
Garlo,
right.
if I run
I
straight.
will let you attempt to make an attack at disadvantage.
Okay. I will then just.
And if
use
you
your-
miss, I will roll to see if you accidentally hit Garlo or Cimarine again.
Okay.
Or-
Well. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Probably just Garlo.
What does that do?
What's the
What
lucky
does that
card do?
Nice!
Nice.
Okay.
Oh,
So I'm running in.
who played that?
Heron, let's
Heron
go!
24.
Oh my god!
For the
All right,
clutch
I'm
move.
I'm going to swing at this guy. Where's my? Boom.
18 to hit. It
Hit.
does hit.
Okay.
Holy
And-
shnikes!
With
Look
10
at
piercing.
you! Big damn hero.
No.
And I'm just
Nice.
like, I hit the shot and I'm like, I'm just like paralyzed. I'm like, okay, oh god. Like I'm immediately like understanding what's going on, and I'm just gonna like, okay, take a quick step back. Like, okay,
This is the
Okay, I'm in
first
here.
time Luciano's hit anything with his rapier.
Yeah.
Oh no, he racked up a bunch of corpses on the dock.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
true.
one of the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
fights. Yeah. Yep. I'm trained with my rapier. I know what I'm doing.
Lucy's got that blood
and
frenzy.
that's all I got in me. So
Cimarine, your hunter's mark has gone away.
It has.
No.
down thing. Oh.
I'm also on the ground, so I'm doing.
Nope, you're being
Oh, you're
held.
being held. Yeah.
Okay.
You're in the grip of this thing. Make a death save.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Oh,
A failure.
oh dear.
A failure of a 6. Okay. Turja.
I draw my rapier and I run towards the center of the darkness.
Okay. Make an attack at disadvantage.
I have bardic inspiration. How does that work in conjunction with the
You get to
disadvantage?
roll a d6 on one of your rolls
Okay.
and
Rapier.
add it to one of your rolls.
Uh,
15.
Disadvantage.
uh,
Now you can add a 6 to that, but it won't be high enough.
Yeah,
Even
it
if
won't
you
be
max
high
it.
enough. Do I have to use inspiration now?
No.
No, you have I think 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Aaron,
Oh!
my
Who-
Who
god.
granted that? Who granted party-wide inspiration? Heron 24 again. Awesome moves. Everyone now has inspiration.
Can I
After the
use
fact.
inspiration now?
No.
Oh. Can I use my bonus action to give Submarine the potion?
No, because you can't see her.
That was worth a try.
Nice. Yes, it was worth a
I
try.
appreciate it.
Yes.
Just for the sake of order, you cannot be underneath the icon of the other creature or over somebody else.
Yeah,
I'm
my
just gonna
bad.
clean up a
Okay,
little
sorry.
bit.
Thank you.
Carlo's very
Um,
short.
Yeah.
With that in mind,
On his
though,
shoulders.
In that case, I use my bonus action to disengage, and I
Oh,
move
cool.
back outside the circle.
Hold on there, Miss Swinging Wildly. First, we have to decide if you hit somebody else on accident.
Uh-oh.
So, did you hit Garlo? Did you hit Luciano? Or did you hit Simarine's body on accident in the course of missing? And I'm going to roll a d6, all right? On a 1, 2, or 3, it hits one of them. On a 4 through 6, it hits nothing.
Okay.
And I rolled a 4, so you hit nobody else.
Can I disengage and move back since I didn't move my full motion?
You certainly can try.
Well, I disengage as a bonus action,
Yeah.
so.
Who? Where's your mage hand?
Yeah, I'm having it follow me. Trail
Okay.
me.
Okay. I think it's time we gassed out of here. And darkness falls,
Uh-oh.
and you see him. Oh wait, darkness does not fall yet. Show boom. I forgot it's Rafe's turn. Go ahead, Rafe.
Okay. Let's see.
Rafe, you're our last hope.
on for a split second when darkness.
I can't target him because I need to be able to see to cast a spell. At least
6 seconds.
I actually don't need to be able to see to cast the
3,
spell.
2,
So I'm moving here.
1. Okay, and you are
And I am going to try and cast Chill Touch, even though I can't see him.
okay.
This is going to be interesting.
And you have Bardic still, right?
I still have Bardic, and I have General Inspiration. So, let's see how
Kick
this
his
goes.
butt, Rafe.
Whoa, with the nat 19!
Disadvantage.
Is it a disadvantage?
No, because I am using that Inspiration. So I'm at
You
normal roll.
Oh, using the real inspiration. Gotcha.
So you've burned that inspiration, so make sure
Yep.
that's done on screen there for me. And with that, you are hitting at 24. Roll
Yep.
for damage.
8 necrotic damage, and he can't recover hit points.
You hear it before you see it.
Oh,
It's shh as the skull disappears into the darkness, and you hear, "I'm gonna gas this right out." Darkness immediately falls,
oh,
and you see him start to turn from his bluish gray skin, the fanged maw suddenly wrenched in pain as you see him holding Cimerine's lifeless, limp body in one hand, this very powerful glaive in the other with blue energy crackling off the blade. And the black spreads from where the skull strikes, and like contamination within its veins, and it suddenly gets really old looking as the life and the desiccated body falls, dropping Cimarine in place as well. And with
The
that,
Cimarine falls,
the sounds of the forest come flooding back. Can I get some forest sounds, please?
And I know that unfortunately Sim has to make another death save here, but as soon as she does,
I was gonna say I'm gonna rush
Actually,
forward.
it's
just kinda
Rafe's
like,
turn. She doesn't have to make a death save yet. It's now
I'm done.
Garlo's turn.
Yep. So Garlo sees the corpse kind of wilt away, and I think as it does, sees Sim over there, and just jumps, basically clambers over the corpse, leaving his battle axe, and pulls out his healing potion. And he's like, "All right, not this time, not now." And potion of healing to Sim. 9. Well, seems like maybe a learning experience. Not following people into the woods anymore.
I imagine that brings me to consciousness too, not just health points. Garlo gets the biggest hug ever. back crunchy kind of hug.
I'm just kind of speechless, like looking around, like, what?
Is that big old glaive still on the ground?
I was gonna say, yeah, Garlo.
That is indeed a trophy for Garlo.
Will he finally be able to keep a trophy from an enemy?
Well, we'll soon find out. The body falls. You hear the sounds only of the woods. Not even much in the way of birds. You're going to search the body?
hell yes.
I think first it was just Garlo over here with Sim back alive, and then it's just like, okay, great.
I love Bones is hilarious.
So,
Okay.
the fuck was that?
Great question. Wonderful question.
Honestly, this time I don't think I could say I exactly know. Usually I have some semblance. Bounty's new. Bounty is definitely new.
James is okay. What do you think that guy did with him?
James, are you here?
Where are you, James?
Do you guys remember back in Daggerford with the Lord Fancy Elf guy? And then there was someone who attacked me outside there, and there was like a lot of double facing. I'm starting to think that might be more common than we think it is.
Perhaps maybe we should continue this conversation out of the woods.
Yeah, this place sucks.
Has anyone searched the body yet?
Not yet.
I thought you were gonna.
I'll do it.
Make an investigation check.
Can I assist?
You certainly can.
Just
It's
lifting
one
up
body,
the-
and everybody's on it like hair on a
bodies.
gorilla. So you guys are definitely all over this thing.
Oh, boys.
Oh,
Well, thank goodness you
God.
assisted.
Well,
Thank goodness for that assist.
Right?
swing.
Up the one thing that it's like, oh, there it all is.
So
Just under it.
you find a number of things besides a rather, sizable coin purse, which, while not nobles of Waterdeep worthy, there was 56 gold pieces, 37 electrum pieces, 158 silver pieces, 63 copper pieces, all within. There was a potion of greater healing on him. There is an acid vial. There was 50 feet of silk rope that he had wrapped around him as well. He has a glaive that is obviously magical in nature. The chainmail that he was wearing was also magical, but magical in the way that it was gleaming, not anything else.
Useful magic? Yeah.
It'll always be shining.
Aesthetic armor is worth it. All right.
Several candles, but one rather interesting candle of a deep blue-green nature. Interestingly enough, he had a set of calligrapher's supplies and a big black glass pipe.
Ooh, I want the calligrapher shit.
Big black
What was
glass
that last
what? I'm
thing?
sorry?
Glass pipe.
Interesting.
I want the pipe.
And it has now been granted in the party treasure. Thank you, Shard Tabletop. It is now in your treasure to divvy up how you see fit.
Can I cast Detect Magic to look at the pipe?
So again,
I want to cast Detect Magic to look at the pipe.
you're going to cast Detect Magic?
Yes.
Should we? Are you looking to use a spell, or Garlo's going to be like, can we maybe look through this loot safely away from here?
I want to look at the body with Detect Magic too. It's better safe than sorry.
Fair enough.
Okay. So you cast Detect Magic, which... I hit that mute button just in time. Let's see here. Okay. Detect Magic. Let me check something on that real quick here. Okay. So you cast Detect Magic. The glass pipe indeed has some type of magical nature to it. You aren't sure what exactly. It does have some... Hold on a second here. I'll tell you what type of magic you detect, but that's all you know. You don't know anything else. So.
It's all right.
It has a type of transmutation magic about it.
Okay. What about the blue-green candle?
It has a type of abjuration magic or conjuration magic to it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do I see another magic on the body? On things maybe...
Make a perception check for me real quick.
Perception. 5.
5. Yes,
You have an
the
inspiration
glaive is
skill.
definitely a +1 glaive.
Oh.
It is a very nice looking glaive.
Use the glaive. Oh, it's bigger than Garlo. I want
I
him
mean,
to swing.
it's about as easy to determine as it can get right there. The chainmail was the chainmail and gleaming. The other stuff you can't really tell anything else about.
How big
However,
was the guy?
just as you start to look up, you see a circular object that then winks out of existence. Only you see it, Turja.
Do I have any idea what it looks like, or just a circular object?
That's all you caught.
Okay.
With a 5, you're lucky you caught that much.
I point and go, "What is that?"
No one else can see it.
What?
Well, I know that's sort of the point.
Garlo's
Yeah.
looking at the trees.
Yeah. Is he back?
Tertia, are you feeling okay?
I sort of glare at Ray for a second, and then I get up and kick the body and say, "All right, I think we've gotten what we can out of this thing. Let's get out of here."
That horn on its head.
What does this scrying eye do?
Nothing. It just reminds you that the scrying eye exists, which was
Oh,
very
okay.
nice of Guideboat to play that.
being watched.
I'm not thinking that Guideboat is trying to help you metagame, but Guideboat's trying to help you metagame. Thanks,
so
Guideboat.
Garlo is like, all right, let's all get out of here. Then he looks over at the body. It's like, all right, this thing's pretty fucking scary. Would its head on the wagon make us look more intimidating?
I would maybe advise us not taking a corpse of this thing with us. I don't know who else is tracking it. If it was tracking me and someone wants me, someone's probably tracking him. I say we leave it.
It was tracking you.
Maybe bounty. Might have
I
been
say
luck.
leave it.
The
I don't need
thing
to look at
said
this
it
thing
wanted
anymore.
her.
Rafe did a
Garlo
number
puts
to
his
it. I
axe
don't,
away.
it kind of looks gross.
It was a sapient being, Garlo. Seems a little uncouth to take its head as a trophy.
I'm saying Mars an intimidation tactic. I mean, this thing is fucking huge. It'll
Wasn't
deter
all
anyone else
nasty,
coming
I
after us.
think.
I look at the group of us that were doing the fighting, bloodied. I think this is gonna do a lot for us.
That is pretty scary, Garlo. I would agree, I think.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I wanna. Someone wanna trade me a wagon for a horse? I kinda wanna lay down for a bit.
We can hitch it up. Just hitch the horse to the back of the wagon.
I'm gonna call
Please tell
out.
me we don't have to chase our horses down.
They're not too far, but they definitely weren't hanging out close by. You managed to find all your horses within a reasonable period of time.
Just want to make sure you found Reggie.
And remember, you spent plenty of time, tracking down what was on this body, looking through it, casting spells, asking questions about each other. You've probably lost an hour and a half, and now you're leaving a body in the woods.
It's not the first one. It'll rot. It'll be fine.
Also,
That
it's
you've
like,
stripped, by the way, of a lot of its clothing. So
to be clear though, did it go back to Jane's body or is it just big?
Oh no.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. It's not like we're gonna get caught for murder.
Oh no! Yeah.
We're not in water deep anymore.
Before we finally wander off, I'm gonna tap Serene on the shoulder and restore 80 points.
Thanks.
I can tell you that right now the bag of holding is literally full to unbelievably full.
Rafe would look at you and go, "Nothing is going to fit in the bag."
However,
I'd-
whoever
I'd-
picks up the chainmail, it instantly resizes to fit them.
I was gonna ask that question. How big is it?
It's
Let's try to see how-
exactly.
It was
Luciano's
as big as
size.
the wearer until you
That's
took
what
it
I
off.
thought. That's why I was asking how big that guy was.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know who needs chainmail, but I'll take it if nobody wants it. Luciano always wants to be seen.
It's a little heavy for me.
How about
Are
we-
you
how about we
proficient
just-
in chainmail?
No, but I
Luciano?
will become if I have to be, especially if it's shiny.
Oh, it's shiny.
practicing at night?
Luciano loves shiny things.
Yeah, we'll just throw it all in the back of the wagon for now, and then
can always sell
we'll
it.
sort out the bag later. Yeah, I know we sell it. We got a lot of things to kind of sell, don't we?
All
All
right.
right, get the hell out of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But understand, you guys need to figure out what you're doing with the acid vial, the calligrapher's book, all that stuff.
I will.
Calligrapher's supplies. You need to figure that out.
I'll put it in my normal pack for now, not the bag of holding.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I have
take
enough
if nobody
space for that.
objects, I'll take the calligrapher stuff.
I know that we have backpacks in the bag of holding, so I will take a moment and look through them. Look through the bag of holding and pull out one of those backpacks.
I was also going to say, some of it can just be on the back of the wagon, like the glaive and the chainmail can just be like in the wagon.
Yeah. Okay. And with that, we're going to take a quick short break. And when we return, we are going to figure out what happens next and where they're going. In the meantime, check out Streamloots. You can see how much it helped the characters today already. Thank you to all the folks who played their cards.
Thank you.
Because you saved Simmery's life, I'll be honest.
Yeah, you did.
And then when we return, we'll see what happens with their next moves. See you soon, guys. And welcome back to Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction, everybody. So glad to have you all here today. Let's kick off our mid-show announcements, and then we'll get right back into the action.
Everyone, remember, if you have Amazon Prime, that means you also get a free Prime Gaming subscription. So please show your support to the show, cast, and crew, and hit that link in chat. Prime Gaming subscribers get access to sub-only emotes and to a special subscriber-only channel on the Target TGT Discord, so you really want to go do that. Rob?
Streamloot is live at the Games Tavern. If you haven't been watching this episode, then let me tell you, you can help us out a lot, a whole lot, a ton, by getting cards that allow you to grant inspiration for the entire party. Big thumbs up. Granting luck points or luck abilities to players. And I am unfortunately contractually required to tell you that you can also provide those advantages and bonuses to our DM, should you choose to do so. Mike,
you want to hit the shard again?
Oh yeah,
Shard well, once again,
so many times in this last combat.
Huge thank you to Shard Tabletop. As you've seen, it makes combat, playing the game generally, really easy. From splitting up loot, which is an amazing feature, honestly, to rolling dice, advantage, disadvantage. We hit it all. It's been helpful and like super easy and user friendly. It is a place to play all your 5th edition games. You can access everything from rules, adventures, and other supplements, and provide you with easy to manage character sheets. So if you don't know what you're doing, it will walk through the process. It's great. We think so highly of it that it is our official virtual tabletop here at the Games Tavern. And to make it better for you, you can use code TGTShard20 at checkout for 20% off your subscriptions. Use the link in chat, !shard, to get there. Remember, TGTShard20. Thank you, Shard.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? That wraps up our announcements. Okay, so great to have all of you here. Okay, so the map has been adjusted. You have left to the west on the Tribord Trail, on your way to Neverwinter. The trail is long and arduous. It's not as well kept as the trail that was north from Waterdeep that goes further north all the way up to Mirabar, but it is a solid trail. It's well worn. and maintained for the most part. You make it about a good 15 miles before you slow down for the night. You do find a nice little off the beaten path area to camp for the night. Can I get some campsite music, maybe? There's got to be something in the fantasy stuff, I think. There it is. Beautiful campsite. You guys make camp for the night. How do you make camp for the night, guys? The sun starts to dip.
Rafe has two tents and 2 more uses of his second level spell slots. So he's going to create 2 tents that are bigger on the inside than they are on the outside.
Okay. So Rafe's magnificent tent.
Are we, is it wooded at all near us? Or, because Garlo would go look for firewood.
Absolutely not. It is hill country to the south and plains to the north, with hill country further up in the distance you can see quite a few miles away. But not much else. Any copse of trees out there, there's not a lot of dead wood just sitting around.
Gotcha.
How are the
Might
tents
be a
nice and
chilly
comfy on the inside?
That's true.
Hate those
Might be a little
tents.
chilly, but I think we're alright. Okay, so if we have a moment, do we want to... I don't think we actually ever got to see what we got from Dingus and Wingus over back in Tribar.
Oh yes. And
a long
I
couple
hardly
things.
very much very satisfied, just like yes. Shit.
Bring it out. Who? Bag?
Dump
You guys
it,
are
dump
breaking
it,
out the
dump
bag?
it, dump
Dump
it.
it! Dump it!
Okay. Can I get some mischief music? As the bag gets dumped out onto the floor. Who's dumping the bag?
Probably Rafe. He's the one who has the bag.
So Rafe starts to turn the bag inside out, and it literally just keeps flowing. All the clothing that dumps out of there. I forget, did we go over all the stuff that was in there?
I don't think in front of the audience we haven't.
Okay. So it was ridiculous how much stuff is flowing out of these bags. There's several sets of studded leather armor. There's blankets, books, cloaks. Lots more cloaks. Enough outfits to outfit 3 closets per person. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And it's not... I mean, the cheap stuff is the fine clothes. Then they have stuff called nobles clothes, which is even more ridiculously expensive. There must be lines of actual silver and gold interwoven within the threads, along with actual gems worked into the clothing itself in some instances. There's flasks, fine silk handkerchiefs, map cases and scroll cases, parchment, perfumes, a few weapons here and there, including a silver dagger, and a few other items here and there. Probably the one that's the most interesting is the spyglass.
Where are the account book and the signet ring, Reed? Are they?
They're in there. They're dumped
Okay,
in
I
there.
grab them and I put them in my personal stuff.
You may want to talk to people before you start
I'm just holding up
stuff out
clothes.
there.
I'm like looking to Cimarine. I'm like,
Oh, ooh. Can you just...
Interestingly enough,
hold it around.
There's a good chunk of clothes that will fit Luciano, and a good chunk of clothes that would fit Rafe. Is Luciano and Cimarine about the same height?
I think I'm 5'11".
I'm like, I think 5'7", 5'6", something like that. Short.
5'6", 5'7". Okay, how tall are you, Turja?
5'10".
So it'll fit Luciano or Turja. And in the case of Cimarine, no, not so much. Or Rafe, who's 6 foot something, because one of those nobles was actually pretty tall.
What if
So
I knew one for a
half will
sleeping
fit Turja,
shirt?
half will
That's
fit
true.
Rafe.
That's Garlo right now.
So we might need sleeping shirt. We might need pajamas. We might as well.
I love noble clothes as pajamas, honestly.
Noble Clothes' pajamas are actually not comfortable.
Yeah, they've got all the fancy gems and gold woven in.
But then you're like, I'm sleeping well because I look rich.
I look
But
so
you're still
fancy in
sleeping in
this.
tights, man.
Garlo is full toddler in a set of Noble's clothes, like it's like down around him, but he's
flapping the whip,
in the middle of
sleeves around and everything. Yeah.
He's just sorting things into piles. So it's just like these are the clothes, here's the cloaks, here's the weapons. Like he's just big piles of stuff.
Okay. So there are a couple backpacks, accounts books, stuff like that. Are you casting detect magic on all this pile and hoping to find something?
Who was that asked of?
The party. You tell me. Whoever
I
has
have
it.
detect magic, so not me.
No.
Me.
I'd ask Turja. So we know some of the stuff we got off the big fellow is magic, but is any of this jazz?
I hold out the pipe and the what was the other thing we got that was magic? The candle, and I say the pipe and the candle are magic, but I can't cast the spell again until I've had a rest.
You could ritual cast it.
You don't know how to ritual cast.
Oh, okay. Well, that takes 10 minutes, but we have 10 minutes.
I think you do.
Okay. I say, give me 10 minutes, and I can ritual cast the detect magic and tell you if any of this is magic.
All right. So if you start flowing through the shared treasure list, thank you, Shard Tabletop. You will see that there are 2 sets of cast-off leather armor or studded leather armor. There is a cloak of billowing, which you are able to figure out that it's magic, and then you start putting it on, and it just like billows. Something a noble bought because it looked cool. They apparently, both the nobles, each of them owned a cloak of many fashions, which is a really nifty item.
I feel like I know who should get that.
Let's see here.
Both of them.
4 sets of costume clothes. Let's see here. Besides the coins themselves, 30 sets of fine silk clothes, 15 of each.
So many.
Yeah, so there's 15 of each. Those are worth 15 gold pieces each.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there was a fine silk handkerchief, which is inlaid, worth 10 gold pieces.
Shared treasure.
3 flasks. Not really anything in there but good booze. 2 glass bottles.
Ooh.
An hourglass. Some ink pens, jeweler's tools, leather-bound diary. A couple locks, a lock sword. A map or scroll case, and then you open up one of the scroll cases and you see there's a map to some kind of ruins somewhere north of Neverwinter. There was 100 sets of noble clothes, 50 in each. These are ridiculously expensive Waterdavian style nobles clothes. They're each worth 200 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
Each. They're insane. However, they only fit like 3 of you. So you decide how many you're going to keep. There's a lot of paper and parchment. You can see the exact amount there. Obviously, these people sent stuff back and forth, missives and other things as they needed to. 2 vials of perfume or cologne, depending on who you want to talk to. Let's see here. A couple potions, some pouches. There's some regional maps that now give you a better insight as to where you are. 5 sets of sealing wax. 2 beautiful robes, because you got to have one. The signet ring to an unknown noble's house, not any of the noble houses that you were dealing with. A silver dagger. Let's see here. There was some soaps, some very nice ones. Turja took all that. A veteran's cane, which turns into a sword magically, but it only does it once, and once it changes, it can't change back. It's like one of those emergency kind of things. Typically awarded to a veteran once they have retired from active service in the military. So that they could be armed should they need it.
One more job.
One more time. And that's generally speaking what you find that hasn't already been discussed. You don't know what the black glass pipe does outside of what I explained.
But it looks cool.
You don't know what the candle does either outside of what I explained.
There is a spell book on this list.
Yes, that was a book you got off someone from a different engagement.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't looked through it then.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick it up and say, I'd like to take a look through this before we figure out who should take it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
The spell book itself.
Yeah.
Let me find that on the list here.
Like meta, we know how much these are, but Turja, do you like tell us like?
Turge
how
is the
much
one who
this-
can tell you exactly how
Yeah,
much
exactly.
those
Like
things are
you,
worth.
because if you do, Garlo immediately like takes off the nice noble clothes. It's like, nope. It's too expensive. It will
I might
burn my
stain it.
skin. I might stain it. And I look to the others. I'm like, all right. I think these, if they're 200 apiece, these are probably too hot to move for us. But when we get back to Waterdeep, we have Drake. Drake would just kind of, maybe he can fence them for us, and then we give him a little cut.
I say, Garlo, I actually have a plan for those when we get back to Waterdeep. Can I don't want to actually tell the DM what the plan is. I want to whisper it to the others.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. There's-
You don't want to tell the DM?
I don't want to tell
Okay.
you, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is going to be a secret from the DM.
Yes.
That'll go well. All right. That's fair.
Yeah.
How about half of them, and then we can sell the other half? So 200 gold apiece. Garlo is, this is more money than he's ever imagined. He's having trouble wrapping his head around it.
I mean, theoretically, you could possibly fence them easily in Neverwinter. I mean,
don't
it's
know
not the
what
same
the
town
fences
that the nobles are from.
Garlo
No,
doesn't
I have
know
a
how to do.
specific plan for fencing them in Waterdeep, and you don't get to know what it is, Reed.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
We'll see how that goes.
yeah.
So I'm gonna turn to everybody. I'm like, there's a few things that I would like. I don't know what everybody else is looking at or eyeing.
As he's grabbing the cloak of many fashions.
Like putting things
what anyone else wants.
Should we just like everyone just pick one thing and then we can?
Oh, what else?
A question though, Rafe and Lucy, you got those fancy clothes that change colors. Is that like the same thing as this one, or is that?
A little different. These are kind of nicer, honestly. They definitely worth more.
Our glamour to clothing is of a lower price point, but probably equally high for
I wouldn't mind a couple nice noble robes. Just I'm just thinking for future, for performances as such. So I wouldn't mind a couple. Additionally, if nobody wants it, I would pick the holy symbol.
Well, actually, whose holy symbol is it?
That was a question I was gonna ask.
Where did the holy symbol come from?
The rich nobles.
Lord knows.
Oh, they are that particular holy symbol was a holy symbol of Joaquin,
Okay. Yeah.
which is the
Patroness
God.
of commerce.
patroness of commerce.
If you asked me directly if I wanted it, I would say no.
Another quick.
I'm like if anybody else, Ray.
And then I think we talked about it before, but Turja has this handy coin purse, right? It's not in our shared treasure.
Yeah, it's in my pocket.
Yeah,
You need to take that out of the shared treasure if it's in there.
We did, but we need to actually correct all of our gold balances as a result.
Yeah.
That seems like something off camera.
We can do that later.
Sure, whatever y'all are thinking about.
There's still that very large glaive that's magical.
That's-
couple other things.
Garlo looks at the silver dagger and like pulls it up and looks to everybody like if anyone wants it. Or else he's
You
gonna,
pick it up?
The dagger first, but then he's gonna
Oh,
go
the
for the
dagger?
glaive.
The silver dagger?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, you pick it up.
I look at Turja. Do you want any particular interest?
Am I finished ritual casting detect magic so I can look at the loot and see if
Yes.
anything's magic? Okay. Well, I say first let me go through the loot and see if anything's magic.
I already did explain everything that was magic. Like,
Oh,
that was a
okay.
given. Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Then
Yeah.
I say no. You go ahead and keep the dagger, but I take the signet ring and the account book.
Oh, really? Okay. The account
Yes.
books for House Cragsmere?
Yes.
Okay.
If no one objects, I wouldn't mind the cane. Make for a fun moment.
The Veteran's Cane?
I don't know if anybody else had plans for it.
To make this easy on everyone, the only thing besides the spellbook that Rafe is even going to consider looking at are some of the nice outfits. And he's just going to say, Tertia, would you mind selecting 2 or 3 of those outfits that might be appropriate for some of my coloration?
I look at Lucy. What, he doesn't trust us?
I was
I
like,
give Rafe a blank look and say, "You think I'm good at that sort of thing?"
I'm just
As far
death
as I
staring.
can tell, you're the only person familiar with this type of clothing. But if the others want to weigh in, it's fine too.
Oh, it's makeover time.
Amen.
Lots of that. Lots of going in one tent and coming back out in different outfits.
I say,
Montage,
I honestly don't think any of us should keep any of these clothes. I don't want them. What were their names again? What's
To
the
be
name?
clear, I have
Chet and
no-
Roderick. I don't want Chet and Roderick to trace this back to us. So to see us walking on the street in these clothes and
I have no
Let 'em,
intent
I
of
want them
actually
to know.
wearing them.
what are you going to do with them then?
They're just in case we ever want to dress up as nobles again.
Costumes,
Fool
baby.
people.
I think it would be better to sell these and have our own clothes made.
All right. If
They
that's
fit
While the
perfect.
fashion shows
The half of
going
them
on.
fit Rafe perfectly.
That's not the point.
While she's saying this, I'm definitely like taking one and I'm just like shoving it in my bag. Yeah, we should definitely sell them.
I stalk over to Luciano and I say, "No, we're selling them."
I need you to make a perception check to see if you even see all this going on, because they're all
All
working
right,
against
right.
you right now. And like some people are keeping you busy, other people are winking and playing keep away as they're jamming
15.
stuff into bags. 15. Okay, you see him shoving it into a bag just as he gets the last of it in there, along with the matching shoes.
Well,
belts,
that
and
is a
hats.
fantastic lead-in to my planned little tirade. I stalk over to Luciano and I tear it out of his bag and I say, "No,
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
we are selling these.
Yeah, we're selling these. Yeah. I'm into the other stuff.
No,
but-
no, we're selling
What's
all
this-
of them. And while we're at it, we need to talk."
Are we
Okay.
not talking?
Yeah. What?
I point at Cimarine and Luciano and I say, "We nearly died today because you ran into the woods without thinking about it.
I mean, I thought
Chasing some
about it.
person you didn't even know. You had no idea what was going to go on, and then you went over after them, and we all nearly died." And I point at Garland and I say, "You, just like you earlier in Waterdeep. We told you not to go in to investigate the sewer. We told you it was a trap. But did you listen? No. And then we went after you, and we all got thrown in jail."
Can I make
And
an
then I point
insight
at
check?
Rafe and I say, "You! If only you'd been willing to go by boat, and you never even told us why you're not willing to go by boat. Like the water is going to rise up and eat you on the ship or something. We wouldn't even be in this fix because we wouldn't be here in the first place. All of you, you need to grow up and think through the consequences of your actions."
Terja,
I hear you. I hear
it-
you.
is it us you're mad at?
You really have to ask. And I take the clothes and I throw them all in a pile and I say, "We are not
All right.
keeping them. We are selling them."
I don't remember electing you leader of nothing. Now, if you...
Apparently somebody
calm
has to be in
down.
charge.
And I don't think it's going to be you. And I'm 3 feet tall, so it's like... "Bleh." But
Well, when you figure out how to think through your decisions, then maybe I'll consider following you instead. I walk off.
Hey, Rafe, you should probably take care of that.
You storm out of the tent.
I am not staying by the tent. I'm walking up into the woods by myself. I cast
Hey, that
dancing
leaves a
lights
pile
as I
of
go.
clothing right there in the middle of the tent.
I was
for
gonna say,
everyone.
playing into what she literally just said. Luciano's gonna grab the pile that the thing she put back in, put it back in his bag.
And I guess I will follow her out, although I will put down the spell book before I do. That I theoretically perused at some point before the tirade.
Okay, so
And I'll
while
follow
Rafe
her.
and Terja step out.
Ouch.
Garlo, were you picking up that glaive? I think you said you were going to do that.
Mhm.
So you pick up the glaive, and the glaive automagically resizes to your fit.
Oh,
It's a great weapon, gnomish style.
Oh my god.
Protect the glaive at all costs.
It's the first.
I'm not saying that, like, you put it down and Luciano goes, oh my gosh, that's so cool. He touches it and it resizes to fit Luciano's size. Then he gives it back to you and it resizes to you.
I'm gonna look at the others and just feel. How'd
you do that?
Old family secret, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. And I'm gonna claim that. Also, I guess I don't. Turja and Rafe aside, I look to the other two and I'm like, do either of you smoke? Because I do, and that pipe looks pretty nice.
Oh, then
I've not done before, but I mean.
Also, food. Do we have a problem, the three of us? Not like between the three of us. Tertia just kind of got real loud. Carlo got real loud.
Oh,
You okay?
Appreciate getting yelled at.
Yeah. Maybe she just needs a moment. I can understand her frustration. But well, being the like the what's it called, receiving end, I'm like, oh, people who are disapproving of me, I'm just kind of like,
The way I say it, Sim, she wants to come back and talk to us. We're all equal in this little endeavor we got going on here. Now, yeah, some rash mistakes were made, but we're out in the fucking wild here.
I don't know.
And to be completely honest, that's the first James that's fallen through for this group. So I mean, if we're batting averages here, I mean, right now it's in favor to the positive. So.
Making all the other Jameses look bad.
Well,
really dropping their average.
I'm glad that everyone's okay, and maybe she had a point that people could have died.
And then I'm gonna start digging through all the stuff. So I know there's those flasks. And I'm gonna give one to Garlo, I'm gonna give one to Lucy, and I'm gonna keep one.
Okay. Oh, there's more than just that, because I had two in that bag of holding original as well. So you guys can split those out as well.
There's 3 total in the bag.
Yeah.
Plus 2 bottles.
Right, and I had 2 in there originally before we put all the other stuff in there.
The 3 fanciest ones, then, in that case, from our heist. I don't know, maybe just like a symbol of our friendship or whatever. Just yeah.
I like tear up at this. I'm just like a git because I've never had like a friend giving. I'm like, oh my god.
Each one of them has a delicious peach or apple brandy.
Ooh, tasty.
Oh gods.
I mean, thank you. And I take a swig and I just think, if there's anything you want to share over drinks about maybe why there's a monster man after you.
And with that, we'll cut over to Turja and Rafe as Turja's storming out through the woods, or the outside. It's not really woods. Rafe is not far behind her.
I'm going to be as loud as possible to make certain that Turja knows that I'm there, but I am going to wait for her to address me.
How far do you walk, Turja?
Honestly, probably at least 100 feet.
Down the trail or into the grass?
Into the grass until I'm out of visual sight of the party.
It's going to be hard to do at 100 feet.
I've been
just tall
further.
Grass.
Yeah.
You're going to go around the curvature of the earth. Let's discuss how far you really want to go.
Let's say 200 feet, far enough that I can't like easily hear the party, I guess.
Okay. And you hear, heavy steps through the grass behind you. And you stop. And the footsteps behind you stop.
I say, what?
You're right. Not about everything, but in this case, you are right. It was a risk that we probably shouldn't have taken.
They're probably not even considering that right now, are they? They're just going through the loot like little children.
Well, I mean, even you like loot, right?
That's not really the point. I'm glad we made a profit in Tribor, but they're not thinking about what I said. They're ignoring it. Like,
they are enjoying the fact that they are still alive. And in the Cimmerian's case, she came very, very close to not being able to enjoy that.
which is more of a reason for her to be thinking about what she did.
But she can't, because if she does, then she's going to get depressed and not be able to be who she is.
Well, who she is going to get her killed.
Potentially. But who she is something that can change and evolve and become better. But you can't expect
Not if
it to
she
happen.
gets killed first.
I agree. Which is why we spend so much effort making sure that nobody in our party is going to get killed. Which is leading up to my point, which is there is a reason that I don't want to take a ship. And it has to do with the dreams that I have been having, again, about drowning. I have no interest to be anywhere near the ocean until I understand what this is about.
Did Rafe ever tell us about the dreams about drowning? Because I don't think he did.
You did hear about them when we encountered the Elder Fae. Whether you remember that or not is really the question.
Let's pretend I don't.
Okay.
Dreams. What dreams?
Lately, not every night, but many nights, I dream about falling into the ocean and going deeper and deeper and further and further away from the light and the surface. And I never drown, but it always feels like I'm going to, or I'm about to.
And you've been having them frequently?
Well, again, not every night, but often enough that it's very difficult for me to keep that out of my mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
And to be fair, I'm not offended because you didn't know, and even if you did, I mean, that's my problem, not yours.
Oh. It would have been faster to travel by ship, but alright. I can understand why you didn't want to.
Thank you. Now, can we talk about why you don't think we should hang on to those clothes, even though, well, maybe only I have no intention of actually wearing them, but...
Why do you want them if you're not going to wear them?
It's a matter of having them just in case we ever do decide to do something like we did before. I don't always want to be Philippe Buttersworth.
I laugh a little and say, yeah, I don't think you should be Philippe Buttersworth again, given the events in Tribor. But no, I just don't think we should have them in case somebody sees them and goes, oh, Chet and Roderick, those are your clothes.
Right. Well, I can see the wisdom of getting rid of...
Evidence of our stolen goods?
Yes. But I also am not sure that Neverwinter is the right place to get rid of any of this stuff.
It's not.
After
We
all,
shouldn't.
Chet and Roderick rode off in that direction.
Yeah. They said they were looking for somebody who was fencing their goods in Neverwinter, so we definitely can't get rid of anything there.
Right. Now, who gets to explain that to the others?
I think it might be better to have it come from you.
All right. I will let them know in the easiest way possible, which is to simply rip the bandage off, I think. Do you have a plan to get rid of things when we leave Neverwinter?
Well, actually, I do, and I whisper it over to Rafe. Can I send Rafe a DM?
Tell you what, everybody else kind of turn off your sound, turn your sound down, and when I wave my hand again, you can turn your sound back up, okay? So take your earphones out, whatever you need to do. All right, what are you gonna say to him?
Okay. You remember Simrine's in debt, right?
Indeed.
Well, we have the money to pay off the debt now.
Well, we have goods. And
We have goods and money, and I say, if we fence the clothes while looking like the guy Simrine's in debt to, we'll have blackmail material on him.
Interesting. I can't say that I approve of this, but I am certainly willing to look the other way.
We won't actually tell Shet and Roderick that this guy fenced to their clothes unless we actually blackmail material on the guy. It's just going to be a guarantee that he doesn't bother Simrine again.
I see. Well, that does sound like a better plan than trying to fence things and Neverwinter getting caught. All right. I will let them know that we are not going to sell anything in Neverwinter, but that we do have a plan to turn those goods into currency.
Put your headphones back in. Turn your volume back up.
Okay.
All right. So, with that, any other conversation?
Now, I think that you've had some time to cool off, and you should come back with me, and we can enjoy a little light dinner before we return.
All right, let's go.
Stepping back into the tent where you see three people frolicking with flasks, and laughing a bit themselves. What do you wish to say now?
Us? Like immediately when
you
I
see them.
Turd
You
come
see the
back in,
two of
I'm
them
just gonna-
walking in, and they see the three of you.
I'm just gonna immediately tense a little bit, just like.
I think it's like getting caught. Like,
Garlo is just staring at Turja. It's one of those like when
With a glaive in his
siblings
hand.
fight-
Yeah, oh God.
in my hand, but it's one of those things like when siblings fight and you can't be the first one to apologize. So it's just like the demeanor is up. It's like,
Continue whatever you're doing. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the bad news first. We're not going to fence any of this in Neverwinter.
Oh, okay.
fine.
Like
I was thinking Drakewood would do it.
Terja has another idea that I think is worth exploring, and we can talk about it later. For now, let's just try and have a peaceful evening, a little bit of dinner, and finish dividing all of this stuff. And I'll turn to Luciano and look at him directly. We definitely shouldn't hang on to any of the clothes because you couldn't possibly wear them anywhere. And what's the point if you can't wear them out?
I like very dejectedly like take the one pair that I stashed away. I'm like, fine. Fine.
Now, the magical cloaks and such you could wear. They're not that kind of thing.
I wasn't going to try and make them to give away the magic.
Are you talking about the noble's clothes, the fine clothes, or both?
Both.
Oh man, that's rough.
We can take the money and use it to buy other fine clothes.
Very well then. Rafe, let me know when supper's ready. I'm gonna do a little bit of practice with this thing. And as I walk to the door, I turn and I'm wearing the cloak of billowing and I have it just blowing behind me. And then I walk out, dramatic. I wink at Lucy as I do. Just like that.
I'm just like in awe. I'm just like, so cool.
Standing outside the tent, glaive raised, cloak billowing. You look like something out of a really awesome anime.
Yeah.
I will take you on. You know, it's just do it.
And it's the full like body, just like practicing with the counterweight because it's
You
like,
are,
oh, this is
and the cloak is billowing perfectly around you. It's like a montage. It's amazing.
So
For everyone else.
I looked at Rafe and I'm like, so no clothes? Everything else is good?
Right. Anything that could directly be tied back to Chet or Roderick is probably dangerous to have, but definitely no clothes.
Or play. And then I like immediately just start digging back in the pile. Looting around. If nobody cares, I have a list that I will read out if anybody has a question. This is that I'm looking to take. I'm going to take one of the cloaks of many fashions. Cool. The holy symbol. I want that in case I want to cosplay a priest.
Cosplay a priest? Okay.
You realize that even Luciano would know that blasphemy is a pretty.
I don't say that's the reason, but that's my reason for wanting it. The ink pen, ink, paper, or parchment. I don't know if anybody wants any of that. I'm trying to practice my.
I want some of the ink and parchment.
You can have the. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the paper if you want the parchment. I just because I have forgery stuff, so I want to practice that.
I take a quarter. I take a bottle of ink and a quarter of the parchment.
All right, so you guys go ahead and add that to your inventory, your personal inventory.
And the last
shared
one was
treasure.
the cane.
Don't keep it in shared treasure.
Yeah. The last one was the cane. I don't know if anybody had a plan for that one. That was also going to be fun. I think it's a costume needs an immediate weapon.
Okay.
I also have a list.
Religion +1 was played by Peron24. So you get a +1 to your next religion check, Luciano. So make sure you write that down and remember that, okay?
I am putting it down in my notes right now.
But only when you wear the priest outfit.
And Chad is also mentioning that now Luciano in full priestly garb with the cloak of many fashions could now officiate weddings. Because nothing could possibly go wrong.
I like to think that Luciano is just following Rafe around the tent, just like mimicking, trying to get done.
I'm using the cane. I'm not popping the sword, but I'm just like, yeah.
What was your
some simple things. I would like the perfume.
Both bottles?
One bottle.
Okay.
I would like the 3 dragon anti-set.
Okay.
And I would like the spyglass. As well as the tankard. Because I feel like I should carry around my own tankard. That's it. That's all I really want.
Down.
Okay.
No objections from me.
How are you guys splitting the money?
Somebody else wants to hold the majority of money? I'm okay. Somebody has a magic purse, right?
Yeah, but I haven't mentioned that to any of you guys.
I was just going to say, I'm fine with the community fund if we really need one.
I also agree.
Okay, then we'll just leave it as community money for now.
Any of the other things? You need to put the accounts book of House Cragsmere in your inventory, Turja.
That's fine. And the signet ring, I took that too.
Yep.
Garlo just wanted the Cloak of Billowing for the cool moment, but he thinks that Rafe should have it because Dark Rafe with a billowing cloak seems like the most intimidating.
Very good. Very good.
Did you say Darth Rafe?
Dark Rafe.
Dark Rafe.
Oh, Darth
We don't have the
Rafe.
rights for Darth.
Okay.
He force chills people, he doesn't force choke them.
Exactly. But Garlo will take the other Cloak of Fashions if no one else wants it.
At some point, I am going to actually read what's in this spell book so I can figure out who needs to take it.
Ooh, actually, can I also take one of the steel mirrors? That's actually, I think that'd be helpful for me.
The leather-bound diary, has anyone claimed that yet?
Nope.
Does that have any writing in it, Reed?
It does.
I take that too.
The writing or the leather-bound diary?
Well, the writing is in the leather-bound diary, so...
Yes. If you are doing that, make sure you take those out of the shared treasure, those various things you guys have mentioned, and put them in your inventory.
As this is going on, Rafe is actually going to pull... There are 2 potions of greater healing in the pile. He's going to pull those out and hand them to Cimmerine and say, make sure that Garlo gets one of those.
Yeah, of course. Think fast.
He catches it. Okay. I'm not even going to make you roll for that.
How do you divide the numbers?
You claim everything and then deal with
You
it.
put it back. We can take care of it later. The only other thing is if Garlo, just being kind of curious, looks at that map of the dungeon, just to see what he could discern off of it. If there's anything that like markings or like any, definitive landmarks or something he sees on it.
You can tell that it's north of Neverwinter, somewhere in the Neverwinter Wood, but you don't know what it represents. There's not enough on the map to tell you what it represents, but you know it leads to something.
Oh, Tertia, you may want to actually claim the coin purse, since it's still in shared treasure.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
Okay.
Can I also have the whistle?
I was gonna say somebody.
You want the signal whistle?
Yes.
Okay.
I
The
claim one
whistle
of
of
these
warning.
studded leather armors.
There's 2 sets of cast-off studded leather armor. Yeah.
Yeah, I claim one.
Okay. Knock that out.
Oh, are we gonna try to sell the chainmail?
I don't think any of us can really wear it. It's not really
Gotta sell it.
my style.
Yeah. It's heavy armor. I don't think anybody can actually wear it.
Is it heavy or is it medium? Is chainmail
It's
heavy?
Chainmail's heavy.
Chainmail may be
chainmail's-
medium.
No,
It's
it's heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy. Yeah, it's considered heavy armor.
The good news is it's worth quite a bit of money. So
I'll take the other cast off if nobody else.
Lodestone. Thank you so much. Peron24 just played Lodestone. It
16.
really doesn't do anything, but it reminds you that there's a weight on your shoulders.
Right,
for the
right.
chainmail.
we've been dancing for 30 minutes now. What's in the spell book?
Spells.
Yeah.
Oh, the magic hat.
Words? I don't know. What else goes on?
What kind of spells?
So the spell book has a few cantrips. It appears. No, actually, I think that did come from one of the nobles. Apparently, one of the nobles may have been attempting their hand at spell casting.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
All right. I
Let
guess
me see what it is.
specifically, what kind of notations do these look like? Are these wizard's notations? Are they bard's notations?
They are arcane equations that look to be of a wizarding notion.
Okay. So I am going to take that spell book and hand it right to Tertia and say, well, this is definitely not going to be useful for me.
Terja, you don't understand these equations either. You're not a wizard.
I wasn't even looking.
Yeah.
But she's also
like,
the only
"Thanks very
person
much."
who's likely to know how to fence a spell book.
True story. Any final mentions or requests or things being pulled from the shared treasure list?
The silk rope, if no one else wants it.
Sure, that's fine. The only thing that's on the list that I think that might interest Rafe at all is the loot, and I'm surprised that Luciano did not take it, even though it would just be another loot. It's probably really fancy, right?
You're muted.
You're
bud.
muted, buddy.
I'm not so good with the stringed instruments. So the lutes are.
Okay. Then I'm
Next to
just
this
Child's
kazoo.
play.
He's a one instrument bard.
I have a flute. Hold on
I will
now.
claim it for now. I have a feeling eventually this will end up with Luciano, but for now.
I might learn. Like I'm a little intimidated, I think, to try a new instrument, but I might learn.
So,
What about the
and so
dragon?
just-
Sorry.
Go ahead.
What about the dragon chess set?
No
Oh, yeah?
interest.
You want to play?
For game.
Garlo sees you.
Well,
Reed, there is a untitled book in this pile as well.
Let me tell you what the name of that book is.
All right.
And then to the other
lore books.
to the other
I mean,
player.
Sorry, go ahead, Brandon.
Garlo's just gonna say, all right, so are we wanting to put all this back in the bag, or are we wanting to put it in some of these chests that we have here, and then just keep them on the wagon locked? Or, because I mean, it makes sense to keep them in the bag, but then it's like, then we can't put anything else in it.
Everything that's directly incriminating should stay in the bag.
Huh?
So,
the name of the book is called Rogue's Duel, and it's what's known as a Waterdavian smut book. It's steamy. Two rogues coming together.
Oh my.
Both fighting for the same thing. Who's going to undo each other, and can they keep their hands off each other as they do so? And the whole thing is neither of them know that each other is the rogue trying to outdo each other, but they find out midway through as they're trying to steal the same very, very, very luxurious treasure. While at a dance at a noble's revel, that they are who each other are, and suddenly now they're like they've fallen for each other, but they still have to get this thing, and they have to get out of it together, or they'll never make it. So it's a very interesting story with lots of steamy side parts. Oh, something about alchemical booze, secretive codes.
I hope Rafe takes it.
Secret rooms with lots of pillows and probably some really necessary.
Rafe just like getting redder and redder.
A lot of abnormally large amounts of prestidigitation having to be used in the bedroom, stuff like that.
Of course, naturally.
Yeah, absolutely some cleanup needed.
Do I need to learn that spell?
Yes, you do. So, however, that's what it is. That's the book, Rogue's Duel, the Waterdavian smut book.
Just throw that right back into the bag of holding. As everybody's debating about these things, Rafe is going to take everything that is mundane from the pile, and in the 2 chests that they have, he will start putting the mundane items into those chests. So they do not have to go back into his bag, because they should not be incriminating unto themselves. Where did you find this pile of swords? Well, we murdered some bandits.
Oh, we found him on some murdered bandits. We just happened upon.
Sure, yeah, whatever.
Unidentified corpses. No clue what happened to them.
I'm done.
Carlo needs to, at the town, he looks at Lucy and says, all right, remind me when we get to the next town to see if they've got any pipe weed.
Got it.
This is a nice pipe. Big, but.
Yeah.
You taking the pipe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Magically imbued to never
let me find the pipe in your stuff, and I will tell you what it does.
Well, let's just hope it doesn't make whoever smokes it explode.
Who would make that?
Yeah, that'd be a
Why
weird
does
pipe
one
to
camera
use,
keep
but
doing that, I wonder.
they're rich people. I feel like it's got to have like a good.
Well,
Or no, we got
let's
this
find
off
out
the
what's going
big
on
guy,
here.
right?
Yeah, we got it up the big one. So far, his loot has been great.
Yeah,
for Garlo.
dude's got quality goods.
Quality.
So, as you begin puffing on the pipe, while you're smoking it, you realize you can cast Cloud of Daggers as a bonus action once per long rest.
Fancy.
And the cloud immediately swarms as you go with the pipe. They come out of the smoke itself.
Not inside, Garlo.
So now you can be fighting with your pipe in your mouth, recklessly, and then breathe a cloud of daggers on somebody once per long rest.
It all happens, and like Lucy and Sim duck. It's like, all right, let this be a lesson to you about the dangers of smoking.
However,
and I go back outside.
Smoking seems so
what you also come to realize is that it's a pipe of black glass etched with blasphemous demonic triumphs.
Sure, that's fine. You can do that cool thing, so it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Worth
Future you
it.
problem.
Worth it.
It makes you look like super edgy and cool.
Yeah, between that and the billowing cape, it's just.
I'm the edgiest gnome around. Garlo doesn't want to be this person. Puts the cloak back, but he keeps the pipe. He puts it in his bag.
Okay.
It's a good pipe.
Oh, and does anybody want the silk rope, Tertia?
No, not really.
The silk rope? You already said you wanted the silk rope.
I don't recall saying I wanted the silk robe.
No, she
No,
wanted
not robe. Rope.
robe.
Oh, rope. Sorry. Yes.
He said rope,
Yeah,
but he
you
said
need to
rope.
put that in your inventory.
Yep. I think she did. Yeah, just the handkerchief.
Yeah.
You did not
So
get a dragon-
once
dragon
Turgis got all loot, she takes the Cragsmere account book and starts reading it. She casts dancing light so she can see it.
Okay. You see a lot of accounting.
Once everything is levied out into the chest and back into Rafe's bag, which is hopefully not completely full, he's going to start on dinner.
Okay. All right. So dinner is made and everything else is going well. You guys sit down, you eat your food, quietly contemplating all the different things you're going to. Turgis basically eating while flipping through an accounts book. Strangely, she seems to be able to do that pretty well. Sees that it's actually covering a number of accounts with the information of those accounts as well, which there's a few sizable sums in each account, and as well as the code words needed to enter the bank and then extricate funds from those accounts should you need to.
Fancy.
Any evidence that anyone's playing games with the accounts, doing anything hinky?
No, none. But you know the rules of this type of thing, just between you and me. You know that not only do you have to appear and know the code words, you have to have the signet ring itself as well.
Only.
The biggest payout of our lives. We retire from adventuring. So
One less job.
Get the things.
Hey, who says Turgid tells you about it? Maybe it's the biggest payout of her life and she retires from adventuring.
Fair enough.
Get away from these yahoos, right?
We're all eating, you said, right?
Yep, you're eating. It's about 8 o'clock at night. You're eating your food.
So good. Thank you, Ray.
Oh, certainly.
Nothing else happens that night. Like, you guys eat your food, you go to sleep, you set up your watches. It's smooth. You wake up the next day, you pack all your things. Give me some morning music on the trail. You're back on the trail.
On the road
Yep, that is a
again.
long rest. It counts as a long rest. Go ahead and long rest yourselves right back up. And now, back on the trail, you make it a few more days. And you get to some ruins. Or at least you think they're ruins. It's starting to get to be dark. Not quite dark yet. But you see lights on in some of the buildings. You have made it to Coneyberry. There's an old sign that says Coneyberry this way. Looks like it's pretty much in a state of disrepair. The arrow points back towards Tribor, says Tribor, and the arrow that points to the west further says Neverwinter, Phandalin, and Helm's Hold, and a few other town names. Leland, a few other town names that you don't recognize. It appears to be a small town, but what's most interesting is you see motes of earth floating in various places. 20 to 100 feet up in various different areas.
Is that
100
real?
feet up.
It's definitely something that's magical in nature. But you can tell by the growth hanging off of these earth motes that it's been this way for a while now.
I looked at everybody. I was like, have you seen this before? What in the world? Never seen land flying in the air like this.
Have I ever seen it before?
No, you've heard about such things, but no.
Can I roll like a history check or something to see what I know about why they might be there?
Sure. Make a history
Cool.
check.
18.
You know that such things occurred from varieties of things. There was the spell plague, which created some interesting effects over 100 years ago, or around 100 years ago. There was things that wizards have done in the past that have created similar effects. And then there's some things that are just unexplained.
Okay.
You don't know which is the cause for this one, but you do know that that is what's occurred.
These are on the side, like, of where we're riding, or they're in our path, like where we're headed?
So there's a trail that says Coneyberry, and Coneyberry is right against the side. It's like there's some buildings that are ruined. There are more than a few that look like they're not in a great state of maintenance, but there are lights on within. You know, warm lantern light within, smoke coming up from the fireplace, in more than a few of the houses there. And there are a couple houses you can see floating on the earth motes, but you don't see anybody in them. No lights, no nothing there.
Are we looking to stay in town tonight on a floating island, or are we just gonna pass through?
How do you think you get up there?
I don't know. Is it safe to do so?
There's a bit of a side glance.
Oh yeah, and I just kind of like very much like.
Maybe they've got like a catapult or something that just throw you up there. Should we go into town or just pass through?
What time is it?
It's in the evening. The sun is starting to set.
Say, I wouldn't mind a hot meal and a bed. Let's go into town.
Okay.
Aye, aye.
As you guys are walking into town or turning to go into town, there are three men who come out of the woods. One of I mean, they're large humans. I mean, by large, I mean just like big dudes. They're like 6'2", 6'4", muscular
Like
as can
Garlo,
be.
but human.
Yeah, and one of them happens to be carrying a deer across its back that it's bagged in its hunt. Good eating today. Everyone will be much happy with this meat. And they look and hello.
Greetings.
Evening.
Hi.
Greetings, travelers. And they give
come
you a
back.
nod, then walk further into town with their kill.
Fresh meat.
Glance at the others and say, friendly.
Hopefully.
I mean, that venison looked pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Well, all right, let's go see what this town's about.
All right. So as you get into the town, you notice there is actually quite a few houses that have lights on further in. There are, stacks of various different barrels and crates outside in some cases that look like they've been there for a while. You notice in a few places as you pass by houses that have lights on, there's like considerable amount of trash right out front. But you lose track of the folks with the deer because they kind of go down a different trail that is obviously one that would look really awkward, like you were following them, so you didn't. But there is also what looks to be an old temple, not massive in size, small, temple church area, to Timora that is not in use. And then there's a couple other ones, large buildings and halls, one of which does have a light on. It looks like it's a tavern of some sort. As you make your way there, you want to go into the tavern, you want to knock on some people's houses. What do you want to do?
Let's rob someone's
Tavern.
house. No.
I was gonna say, I don't know anybody's house right now. I'm gonna kind of get stuff settled.
All right. So walking into the tavern inn, there are three people there. They all appear to be people who, I guess, would work there. They kind of look confused when you walk in for a brief moment. There is a small fire in the fireplace. Welcome, travelers.
Hello
Evening.
Did you come from far?
On the road.
Excellent.
We're looking for lodging. Is this a place you have to use?
They kind of look at each other. I need you guys to make an insight check real quick.
Sure. I hope I rolled bad.
Okay.
I like the cut of their jib.
You seem pretty good people.
Damn good rolls.
You see the guy that you're talking to kind of look at the others like, and the other guy, one of the other ones goes, older one with a beard, very stocky, very still tall, 6'2", 6'3". Yes, we have lodging upstairs. We have plenty of room.
Do we get anything out of our insight check?
The 2
told you what you got out of your insight check.
19.
I gave you what you got out of your insight check.
Okay.
Great. How much?
Yeah, I looked at everyone like, so good.
4 copper per day.
You don't know how much to ask, do you?
That's what we charge.
Does that come with meals, or is that a different fee?
We do not provide meals.
Is there anyone in town who does?
No.
You have a kitchen?
We do not provide meals.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I look at the others and say, if they don't provide meals, maybe we should just move on.
We have plenty of food.
I was gonna say, bed's a bed. End of the day. Stay here. We can move on. It's up to y'all. How many beds per room? 1 bed per room? Multiple beds?
Please come with me. I will show you.
I kind of
What's
looked
your
at
pet
everybody.
policy?
Yeah, I'm
And
like,
he looks at the other 3. I will show you myself. Please come up.
Okay.
It's been a while since we had guests.
I'll go up with Garlo then, I guess.
All right.
Oh, what's your name, stranger?
Ulf.
Pleasure to meet you, Garlo.
Ulf?
Ulf.
Ulf. Ah, yes, makes more sense. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What the heck is up with the floating mountains you got outside?
Yeah, what are those?
Stories are told many years ago that when the evil arcane plagues rented the world, that the earth rose up and the 2 worlds collided.
I'm just like, what?
I was not here for it. This is what I know. That is the stories that are told.
Do people actually stay up on those things? We saw houses.
At one time, I do not know anyone up in there now, except for one house, which has ropes attached to it to get up to it.
Who lives there?
Lucy and Garlo are just like looking at each other like,
Which house is that? Which one?
Wardag lives in that house.
Wardag.
Warnag.
Warnag.
Please, let me show you rooms.
Yes, yeah.
The rooms are good, yes? And he opens a door. And you see 2 beds in a room. The beds are made, but there's a nice layer of dust on everything.
You don't do housekeeping there, Ulf?
We have not had guests in a very long time.
Not
I'm
many
not
travelers
the
come
others.
through?
Not many.
I
Stop.
muttered to the others, let's just get out of here. It's not worth it.
Well, I appreciate it. I think we're going to step outside, kind of figure out what's going on. We might be back for some rooms. I appreciate you showing us around.
Let me show you the other rooms. He shows you another room. He opens it. 6 bunk beds. Much bigger rooms.
Like
4
6
copper
individual
per
bunk
night.
beds, or like 6 beds on 1 bunk?
This guy.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you. I mean,
Hold on,
definitely-
there are more.
I think we're gonna take a step outside. I'm sure they're all lovely rooms. I think we're just gonna kind of figure out, what our plans are. But thank you,
As you wish.
Carlo. I don't know if you had some.
As Garlo's kind of getting dragged back, he's like, "So does Warnag accept guests? Like, is it rude to just show up at his doorstep?"
He does not accept guests.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Ulf. We will definitely be back if we need a room. Thank you so much.
It would be gracious of you to stay here.
Gracious
All right, guys.
of us. Why?
Because we have not had guests in a long time.
Let's
for
go
small
outside,
business.
guys.
He gives a smile. Make an insight check.
9.
Natural
Oh,
20.
Garlo!
Garlo, you get the sense that this is a smile that he's been practicing. It just doesn't feel real to you.
Garlo puts back the gold piece he was going to give as a tip. Garlo can respect a small business struggling, but thank you very much, Ulf.
Hey, thank you. Good luck in town.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Hope to see you again, Ulf.
I hope to see you again soon, too.
And I just kind of like, okay. And I walk towards the door.
Okay, you leave the building. Standing in the middle of town, the sun has gone down. The last vestiges of light crossing the horizon.
We all agree that guy was weird, right?
Oh, you're
Yes.
so weird.
We're leaving.
I mean, just customer service needed a little bit of work, but I mean, they haven't had guests. There's not a lot of practice.
That wasn't what I was thinking, Garlo.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, we can go for a little bit. I have my bullseye lantern. We can drive on for a bit, but not exactly sure where we'd head to.
Let's just get a little ways from town and then we can camp. And keep a watch. This place, I don't like it.
Okay, Tertian.
Not about the mounds, though. I want to go visit that guy.
Sim, how good is your pet about delivering messages?
Hey,
It's
what message do we need? What are you thinking?
There's a guy named Warnag who lives on the thing. Maybe if we ask him real nice, he'd let us up. I'm so interested in what the hell's going on up there.
We can hit it on the way back, maybe.
So as you're standing out there, you guys are like looking at all the different like earth moats, and you only see one. And it's not a massive stately manor, but it does have a little bit of a tower on it. Like a 2 to 3 story like watchtower attached to one corner.
Does it have ropes dangling from it? Is that the right one?
There are some ropes. They dangle down to some other towers that are on the ground as well, where there are people standing around.
Okay.
I think we should move on. I'm team move on.
Okay.
All right.
Let's move on.
Garlo lights up his bullseye lantern.
As we ride along, I'm gonna like turn to Sim and
You
be
light
like,
up the bullseye lantern. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The moon starts to rise from the other side of the horizon. Along with the
The
trails
only
of-
person who
of
really
sparkle.
needs that lantern is Tertia. And if Tertia rides on the cart, she doesn't need the lantern.
Well, we don't overburden the horses pulling the cart either.
That's all right.
I cast dancing lights and I put them in front of me on the trail.
All right. So with the lantern and the dancing lights, some other people come out of their houses. What are you doing?
we're just on our way out.
Stop it.
Stop.
Bing.
What?
That arcade blasphemy now.
Put it away, Turtle. Put it away, Turtle. Put it away,
I
Turtle.
put out the lights.
This one's okay though. Just
Yes.
holding my lantern.
Yes.
Alright.
We do not appreciate such things here.
We'll be seeing ya. We won't be staying too long. Promise.
Mm-hmm.
We're just passing through.
Very well. And the one group that's closest to you that was talking to you goes back into their house and slams the door.
Yeah, let's go.
Garlo buries the the intrusive thought about lighting up his magical lighter.
Oh god.
Buries that intrusive thought and just okay. All right, we're good. Just push on, I guess.
Okay, so you're gonna leave town in the middle of the night?
Sounds like it.
Okay.
I think once we get, I don't know, see what feels right, like 300, 400 feet away, that we could probably light up again.
Yeah, probably.
Let's wait until we're out of sight of the town.
It's hard to judge. It's at night.
Yeah, but still. Let's wait a little longer.
As you do that, and you start to leave town, you do start to hear what sounds like the howls of wolves in the distance.
I howl back.
No, you're a call.
You're doing it wrong. It's
Okay.
Are you attempting to actually sound like wolves, Luciano and Simri?
I'm not trying to project, but I'm trying to match it.
Okay.
In typical Cimmerian fashion, yes.
Okay. Cimmerian has some more experience than Luciano does. Luciano, make a performance check. Cimmerian, make a persuasion check.
Why is I think I'm
With a +8, still.
Oh,
man.
Both of you botch it bad. What the hell? Yeah, I don't know what to say. However, what I will say is this. It was bad. And with that, you hear suddenly first one howl and then a chorus of howls. And they're closer this time.
Ruh-roh.
Perhaps we need to circle up.
Fair play.
Circle the wagon.
I cast dancing lights again, and then I pull out my crossbow.
How are you positioning those lights?
We're circling up, so I sort of put them around us in a circle.
So, circling up is great. Does that mean you're using the horses as walls?
I think probably putting us in between the horses and the wagon. If I'm understanding, it's wagon, horse, us.
I'm staying on my horse.
Garlo will get down, but he's going to essentially use the immovable rod as an e-brake for the wagon.
Okay. So are you on the wagon or off the wagon?
Off. I'm getting off, but I'm clicking it before I go, so it's
okay,
locked in place.
Okay.
Pull out my shiny new glaive.
And with that, we're gonna end for the night.
What?
Come back next week and find out what exactly is going on here.
Bump in the night.
Oh yeah. You guys are discovering things, and man, are your instincts good. So what we'll discover next week is what they're actually seeing or what they're not actually seeing, and we'll find out what happens when they get out of this, if they get out of this. With that, do we have our end of show announcements?
Everybody, remember to go and subscribe to the Games Tavern YouTube channel right now. Subscribing is free, and this way you won't miss any of the action, and you also get access to additional content. Particularly those of you who missed our awesome heist need to go back to episode 18 and watch that, because it's really cool. Also, your likes and positive comments in the videos help other adventurers find out about the shows, and that's also definitely really cool, so you should go and do that. Brandon?
Yeah, if you liked our stuff tonight, be sure to check out the other shows we have here at the Games Tavern. On Tuesday nights, we have the Omega Files, and that is our Call of Cthulhu game set in the modern era. That's on at 7 p.m. Eastern. Mysterious forces around every turn, and 4 brave souls trying to uncover what threat looms. And also on Wednesday nights, you can explore the world of Eberron with Dirty Deeds. That's also on at 7 p.m. Eastern. Departing the City of Towers, the crew head out into the open skies of Corvair. From below, something was spotted climbing on the outside of their airship. Ooh.
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 No, you're doing it wrong. Oh.
All right.
All right. So huge thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring the show. You can click the link in chat to check it out for yourself. Use the code TGTShard20 and get a 20% discount on DM Pro and other subscriptions. Guys, we literally cannot say enough good things about Shard Tabletop. It is the official tabletop VTT for the Games Tavern, for D&D, because it makes it so easy. Like, for instance, splitting up a giant pile of loot very fast with Shard. So please check them out. Show some love. They are fantastic.
And as a final note, don't forget to check out our merch. We got some great merch out there. I noticed it's already been posted in chat, so please check it out. Some great nerdy stuff in there. And oh, look, Mike is displaying his hat that he's picked up for WMD, his WMD logo hat. Some good stuff there. And remember, everything you pick up helps support the cast and crew. So we really appreciate that as well. Thank you so much, everybody, for all your fun tonight and your support using Streamloots. Did I miss anything at all? At all? Well, Happy New Year, everybody. It's good to be back. It's good to be seen, and it's good to see you in chat. So we'll see you guys next week on Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction.